Hello, friends, and happy Wednesday. Today is September 9th, or 9/9. We're going to go over your agenda really quickly here. You also have it on the agenda page of your Canvas, as always. Today, you should have started class by taking the Roles in the Ecosystem quiz. This is kind of like a bell ringer quiz. And then moving into video notes with me. So we're going to start with these video notes over food chain. You'll play a little game, and then you're going to come back for a second round of video notes on food webs. And I'm going to ask for your patience and your forgiveness today as we draw. Trying to adapt this lesson to virtual is going to be interesting because we are going to use some pictures. All right, so table of contents is already up to date. I know that my food chain notes are going on page 4, so I'm going to turn to page 4 right here. Make sure I have a 4 at the bottom. My page 3 should have been my vocabulary, so we're going right after our vocabulary. And we are going to write food chains at the top of our page. Okay, and we're going to do some defining of different food chains. So a couple of things we need to write before we actually jump into our food chain is just a couple of notes that will help us as we move through. Okay, so we are going to put a little bullet point, and we are going to remind ourselves that the source of all energy is the sun. The source of all energy is the sun. We're also going to note, okay, and this one is really, really important, that the arrows in a food chain represent the flow of energy. Okay, and to take that just one step further, to make it make a little bit more sense, we're going to draw a little graphic here. So I'm going to put a sad face, and then an arrow pointing away from the sad face. And then I'm going to draw a happy face. Okay, this guy we're going to write that he gives energy. And this friend receives energy. Okay, and just to clarify, this guy gets eaten, and this one is eating. All right, now I'm going to ask for this next part that you guys just bear with me, because we're going to do some drawing. My in-person students have like a pre-printed thing, and they're just adding the arrows. So you and I are going to figure this out together. So we're going to start by drawing a line. If you look at how much space you have left, I'm going to divide my page in half with what I have left. Okay, and we are going to do 2 different food chains here. So let's start with, we'll start with a forest ecosystem. So we're going to label this one forest. All right. So first up, we need our sun. Woo. All right, remember guys, I'm not an artist. And then we are going to add some grass on our forest floor down here. Okay, beautiful grass, right? we'll go ahead and do all of our drawing, and then we'll go back and label some things. So our first little creature we're going to draw is going to be, oh man, a mouse. I guess he needs some legs, huh? Okay, there's my mouse. I should give him some pink inside his ears. There we go. My little mouse. All right, then over here, we are going to draw an eagle. Let's see. Oh, I'm very nervous about this, guys. Let's give him an eagle head and a body. Oh, some wings. That is rough. He should have some talons down here. All right. He obviously needs an eagle eye and a beak. All right, there's my eagle, okay? He looks quite eagly. Then we are going to, just in the very bottom, almost in the next ecosystem, draw a few little earthworms under the dirt. Okay, there we go. So now let's track some energy. Let's pick a color we haven't used yet. All right. So we know that the sun is the source of all energy. The sun is going to give its energy to the grass, okay? So we're going to label the grass as a producer, okay? So then we have to figure out who eats the grass. We're going to say our mouse eats our grass. Remember that our arrows are pointing to the person, or the organism rather, receiving the energy. So it's away from the thing getting eaten towards the thing doing the eating. I like to think of it as the arrow shows whose mouth it goes in. The grass goes in the mouse's mouth. So we are going to label our mouse. Mouse. Okay, and our mouse is only eating a producer, only eating something that does photosynthesis. So that makes our mouse an herbivore. An herbivore. All right, that's an H, guys, sorry. Who eats the mouse? In this picture, we're going to have our eagle eat the mouse. I can't help but laugh looking at my eagle, guys. I don't know what I did wrong there, but it's not great. All right, our eagle is going to eat the mouse, so I'm going to come in here and label our eagle. And because the eagle is only eating another consumer, then our eagle is going to be a carnivore. If the eagle also ate a producer, then he would be an omnivore. But we don't have evidence of that in our picture. Okay, and then we are going to add just one more layer, and we're going to draw a kind of funny arrow down here. Okay. Ooh. And we're going to go back and write on this arrow. And we're going to say, when the eagle dies. Technically, this could be when the eagle dies, or when the eagle uses the bathroom and there's waste. But when the eagle dies, his remains, or if he uses the restroom, his waste is going to come down here to our earthworm. And our earthworm is a decomposer. A decomposer. So this shows the flow of energy through our ecosystem. So each of these lines right here represent energy. Okay, and if you need to go back through and label each one of those, that is perfectly fine. But we're going to trace it back through together really quickly. So in this ecosystem, your sun is giving its energy to the grass, which is a producer. That grass gets eaten by the mouse, meaning that the grass gives its energy to the mouse. The mouse then is going to get eaten by our eagle. The eagle is giving its energy to, or the mouse is giving its energy to the eagle. And that eagle is a carnivore. The mouse is an herbivore because it only eats a producer. You think about the mouse, it's a meat, not a plant. So the eagle becomes a carnivore. When that eagle dies or uses the bathroom, that waste or its body is going to lie on the forest floor and break down and be broken down by a worm who is a decomposer. So you can kind of track the flow of energy from the sun all the way to the worm. We're going to do one more example together, and then you will be free to go and play your food chain game. So here we go again. Another beautiful picture by Miss Long. We're going to start with the sun. This one, we are actually going to draw rather close to the sun, the top of water, okay? So that should give you an idea that everything down here is going to be underwater, okay? So here's my sand. And you can obviously add more color if you want. Down towards the bottom, we are going to draw, let's see, a couple different things, but let's start with these little funny things that look a little bit like this. Okay, I know they're really hard to see, but I just have some little squiggly guys. Okay, then we're going to draw this guy. He's a krill. Then we're going to draw a large fish. Remember, it doesn't have to be beautiful. You just have to know what it is. There's my fish. Then we're going to come up closer to the top and draw this one I'm a little scared about. This guy. Oh. His fin made it out of the water. That feels a little threatening, guys. That guy, he looks like he's smiling. That is an artist error. That is a shark. Alright, and then we're going to come down to the bottom again. And we're going to draw. Hopefully you guys know what this is. Oh, man. There we go. Let's give him some eyes so he looks more like a little cartoon crab. All right. So you should have your phytoplankton, your krill, large fish, shark, and a crab, and your sunshine. So let's go through and track our energy here. All right. All right, so first step, the sun is going to give its energy to our phytoplankton. Phytoplankton are right here. We're going to go ahead and label that phytoplankton. This is a long word, y'all. Phytoplankton. Phytoplankton. And that phytoplankton is a producer because it uses the sun's energy to make its food resource. Phytoplankton is going to get eaten by this cute little friend right here. This guy's called krill. Every time I hear the word krill, I think about the movie Finding Nemo and all of the krill saying, "Swim away," when the whale's trying to eat them. If you haven't seen that, then I look like a crazy lady. But krill are herbivores because they eat phytoplankton, which uses photosynthesis to get its energy, and they're producers. The krill is going to get eaten or give its energy to this friend here, who, if you are a fish friend, you like to fish, you like deep sea fishing, then you probably have a better name. We're going to call him large fish. Okay, large fish eats the krill, which makes him a carnivore. Large fish is going to get gobbled by our shark here. So shark is also, no surprise here, a carnivore. All right, and then when the worst happens, our shark dies. Okay, so we're gonna write on here, when shark dies. That's important because obviously a crab's not going to eat a living shark. That would be a terrifying ocean. When the shark dies, the crab is going to eat him, which makes the crab a decomposer. I feel like that's kind of a crazy fact that people overlook, especially because we as humans eat crabs, which makes you a carnivore if you're a crab eater. But crabs are decomposers, so they are eating all of the kind of leftover decaying things in the ocean, and they help break it back down. And then when the crabs use the restroom, it helps to make a fertile ocean floor for other plants and animals to thrive in. So here are your notes for food chains. We can go through here if y'all want and label this one an ocean ecosystem. And I thank you guys for being patient with me and, you know, embracing my drawings that are clearly high quality. I hope you guys have a good day. Go ahead and move on to your next step in your work for today. Check your agenda.